Hi everybody, and welcome to a combination routine. What we're going to do in this routine is really target the lower body, the quads, the glutes, and the hamstrings, and we're also going to go ahead and work our chest, our back, and our posterior deltoids, which is the back part of the shoulder. And this muscle right back here, that's your posterior deltoids. That's really important to work, especially as you're sitting at your desk. A lot of times our shoulders tend to round forward, and these muscles tend to become very weak. And by strengthening them, we're going to pull our shoulders back and pull our body back into proper alignment, which is going to help you look taller and slimmer just by straightening up. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to start with is lower body. Remember, you guys, lower body is important. Please don't just skip it, okay? Come on up. You're going to start up in a standing position. If you have shoes on that really aren't, you're not able to really squat or lunge in, go ahead and take them off. And what you're going to do is go ahead and push your chair in to give yourself a little bit more room. And now I'm going to have Sherry here to step off to the side for 1 second. I'm going to show you what we're going to do is a stepping squat. It's a little bit different than a regular squat if you've never done it before. And what we do is in a stepping squat, we're going to step one foot out as we squat down. We're going to bring the foot in, and then the opposing leg is going to step out and squat down. Now the benefit to doing this as opposed to a stationary squat is they're both good exercises, but on the stepping squat we're also engaging the adductors and the abductors, which in English translates to your outer thighs and your inner thighs. So what we want to do on that is as we step down, we're going to squeeze, keeping the knee behind the toe, pull it in, and we're going to step back to the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and have Sherry here demonstrate that. So she's going to step to each side. Excellent. And she's doing a great job, you guys, especially on a squat. Remember, always hold the belly button in tight, trying to keep a neutral arch in the back. Sometimes all of a sudden we'll go ahead and just arch that back too far, and then we start to feel a little tension in the back. And if that's starting to happen to you, consciously pull your abs in. It usually will take the pressure off. If it just starts to get too tight or too cramped, what you're going to go ahead and do is just kind of round forward a little bit, and that will allow the back to stretch open. And she's doing a great job. She's getting really low, and she's keeping her knee behind her toe. She's going to do 2 more, and this is going to be the last one right here. And you're going to go ahead and release. Now I'm going to have Sherry step right over here for a moment, and the next exercise we're going to do is a stepping lunge. And again, you can either do it stationary or stepping. And this one we're actually going to do is a stepping lunge, and we're going to step backwards. You can step forward or backwards, but in this case we're going to take it backwards. It engages a little bit more of your glutes. So what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to go ahead and take 1 foot and step it back, keeping the knee behind the toe, and drop straight down. Bring it in. The other one's going to step back and drop down. Now what I need to make sure you're doing is keeping that knee behind the toe. If I were to turn to the side on my lunge, when I step back, common mistake is to not step back far enough. So I want you to come really far back, and as if you're going to draw an imaginary line from your hips straight to the floor. So we're going to drop straight down and then back up again. Okay, so Sherry's going to go ahead and start this, and she's going to go ahead and step straight back. Excellent. And your stance may vary based on how tall you are or just what feels comfortable for you. So never force the stretch too wide. I'm going to have her slow down just a little bit. She's doing a great job. Remember, guys, the slower you go on muscle conditioning, the more effective it's going to be. It's much easier to go fast than it is to go slow. And we want to make this as effective as possible. If you're going to spend the time doing it, you really want to get the most results from it. So hold those abs in. You're going to keep breathing. Excellent. After this one right here, we're going to go ahead and do 2 more. Abs are in, you guys. Make sure that back's neutral. 1 more time. Excellent. Go ahead and release. Now we're going to go ahead and change pace a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and work the back of the arm, which is the triceps, and it's also going to engage the post delts. So we're going to grab 1 dumbbell is all you're going to need. And I'm going to have her turn to the side so you can see here. And what she's going to do is she's going to go ahead and press that arm back, squeezing the triceps. So go ahead and get a set of these. And as she presses back, she's going to squeeze this. And what we want to guard against is letting the shoulder ride up towards the ear, because that will engage up here. We don't really want to engage this. We want to engage back here and back here. And there's always a slight bend in the elbow. If we lock the elbow out, all the pressure is going to go into that elbow and cause strain. So always keep it slightly bent. Remember, nothing ever should pop or click. If you're feeling popping or clicking in any way, please go ahead and try to modify the exercise. If you're still feeling it, please omit the exercise. Abs are in. She's going to go ahead and get just 2 more. All right, you guys, abs are in still. Don't forget those. Back's neutral. Last one. And from here, we're going to bend a little bit more forward at the hip, and we're going to do a bent over row with a single arm. So it's the same arm. Pull that elbow up and then down. Now you're going to pull the elbow up as if you're going to take that dumbbell and set it right to your hip. And again, this is an easy exercise to engage the shoulders by mistake. So what I need you to do is pull back as opposed to up. We don't want to come up, we want to come straight back. And we're squeezing these two muscles right here towards each other. So as if to take the shoulder blades and pull them in. Like you have a heavy weed, just big giant weeds we get, and just yanking it out. But you want to take it out slow, not really fast. We're going to do one more. Great job. Go ahead and switch arms on that dumbbell. Now gentlemen, if you're a little bit stronger, you may even want to double up on those weights. And what we're going to go ahead and do is that straight arm push back, and that's engaging the tricep and all the way back through here. And that's helping pull those shoulders up. It's great that this is the posterior deltoid. Now we don't want to engage the top of the shoulder, just the back part. And again, toning all the way down the back of the arm, keeping that elbow slightly bent, keeping your abdominals pulled in as tight as you possibly can. You're doing great, keep breathing through it. After this one, she's got one more. And last one, and you're gonna go ahead and pull that into your bent over row. Now, how far over you bend is entirely up to you and what feels comfortable on your back. Some people feel comfortable leaning really far forward. Other people feel more comfortable a little more upright, and that's just personal preference. Neither way is wrong. As long as you're feeling your back toning and nothing is feeling painful as in popping or clicking, you're doing great. This is her last one. Excellent. Go ahead and release that. Now you're going to go ahead, pull your chair out and take your band, and we're going to work the chest. We're going to do a chest press. So you're going to need to grab your band, and you're going to bring the band around the back of the chair. Now the most important part about this exercise is we're really squeezing the top part of the chest. So go ahead and press out, and we're really going to squeeze. She's doing great. I might even have you pull your elbows back just a little bit further as you come all the way back. Excellent, just like that. And again, work with your range of motion, especially if you have shoulder limitations, never force it. Whatever range feels comfortable for you. What we really want to concentrate on is squeezing here. Most of the time, men have a much easier time isolating their chest than women do. I know women, typically that's a weak spot on our body. And we really want to try to focus on that. So you may not feel it at first. You may say, I feel my arms, but not my chest. That's normal and that's common. So just keep working with it and try touching the muscle right before you do the exercise. Sometimes just the touch helps you activate that muscle. Sometimes it doesn't too, but it's always a great way to try. Go ahead and get two more. Squeezing. We should be feeling it by now. Last time right here. Great job. Go ahead and set your band down. You guys just did a great workout. Remember, if you only got through part of it, that's great too. Just stick with it. It seems like a lot, but if you can fit in just one workout a day, we're hoping you can do 3, but even 1 is great. Think about if you did it every day over the course of a year, how much exercise you would have actually fit into your life. I'm a busy mom with a couple kids as well, so I understand how busy lives can get, and we all have the best of intentions, but by the time we get home from work and we're tired and exhausted and make dinner, a lot of times it just doesn't happen. So really try to stick with it. Try 1, hopefully 2 or 3, and you'll be seeing results really soon. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.